एवं निंद
निंदा
प्रशंसा सुना समिंजंती पंडिता.
Silo means Shila, rock. Shilo yatha ek ghanam vatena, such. Just as vatena means with the wind, na samirati, samirati means move. So just as a rock or a mountain is not moved by the wind, so also evam, so also Ninda prasansa, their praise or blame, na saminjati pandita. A wise person is not shaken by praise or blame. This is a standard kind of explanation for it. And you will find in Gita, for example, Sthita Prajna. With praise or blame, a person is not influenced. You can see the story associated with that monk. He was teased because of his short stature. You can see the kind of human tendencies present there also. And yet he would not mind because young bhikkhus would tell him, and it says pulling his nose or ear or patting him on his head and ask him, how are you uncle, how are you happy, are you getting bored? And he would never get upset with that. So it is shown as an example of equanimity.
यथापि रहदो गंभीरो विपसनो अनाविलो एवं धम्मानि सुतवाना विपसीदंति पंडिता.
Yathapi means just as, Rahado means a pond, Gambhiro, big one, a deep pond, Vipassano means clear, bright, Pasano means bright mind, pure, Anavilo Pandita, Vipassanti Pandita, Vipasidanti means happy, satisfied, Vipasidanti specially satisfied, specially happy. Pandita means a wise one. So just as the lake is deep and clear, the wise after listening to the Dhamma become calm down, serene and quiet. This is a big story associated with that about the daughter of a woman. If you read the story, you can see the male chauvinism there at that time also. The woman has gone to her mother's place, and they say she'll bring some sweets for her husband. And the woman, her mother prepares sweets, and bhikkhus come, she gives it to them. And she does it again and again. So husband sends the message, if you don't come tomorrow, I'll marry again. Don't come. Because I am gone. So she gets very much upset and angry with the bhikkhus. And then once Buddha comes and tells her, is it bhikkhu's fault or your mother's fault that she kept on giving food to them? Then she understands and becomes calm down. And by listening to Buddha's discourse, again she becomes established in Dhamma. And then the king hears the story and he says, I'll adopt her, and she becomes rich even in this very life. So Buddha tells her that by listening to my story, by Dhamma, she has become rich for her next existence. So the king says, no, I'll make her rich in this existence. And then he gives it to one of his ministers to look after her as a daughter. Some good story there.
सब्बत्थवे सपुरिसा त्यजन्ति न काम कामा लपयन्ति संतो सुखेन सुखा अथवा दुखेन नोच्चावचम पंडिता दर्शयन्ति.
Sabbata means everything. Sapurusha means a good person. Sapurusha Asapurusha. Asapurusha means a good person, a virtuous person. Chajanti is Tajati, give. Hindi word equivalent will be Na Kama Kama Lapyanti Santu. Lapyanti means to talk unnecessarily, when just like that. Kama Kama means about sensory pleasures, not talking about sensitive pleasures. And then Sukhena Putta Athva Dukhena. So whether he is Putta means touched, whether he is touched by Sukha or Dukha, same sentiment is conveyed. No Uchavachum Pandita Dasyanti. So the no Ucha Vacham. Ucha and Vacham means like up, high and low. So Pandita means wise. Wise do not show anything. Going high means getting high on things or getting depressed, getting elated or depressed. Whether they are touched by happiness or unhappiness.
Similar to the first one.
Similar to the same thing we have mentioned here.
Your last, the wise do not show elation or depression.
Dasyanti and a translation.
They do not show it.
Yeah, it means they
अंदर से
actually
feel होता है,
implies,
show नहीं करते.
it means actually they don't get into this, and therefore wise, when you look at a wise person, you cannot see. Dasyanti means to see. You cannot see that he is really actually depressed or elated. So the word used is Dasa means see. So seeing is in various sense. Experience also is used in the terms of seeing.
But in general, you would expect that
The person would not be
be
shaken.
depressed, whether or not.
That's the meaning. Actually, the meaning is that he would not be, just as in the
Elated or
previous
depressed.
sentence, that he will not be elated. So for an ordinary person who looks at him, he does not see anything. That in that sense, probably it has been used. And the story associated is an interesting one. Once one Brahmins of a village, they invite the Buddha to come and stay in the rains. They had rains retreat, so during rain they would stay there. So Buddha went there, and the Brahmins very easily forgot कि हमने इनको बुलाया भी था. So they didn't give any meal to them. So then they noticed एक अस्तबल है वहाँ पे घोड़े बने हुए हैं. So Anand used to go there, and whatever the refuse of the horses was there, he would wash it, get some chana from there, and then they would eat. And this is how they pass the whole retreat. So the people who were there with them, they also behaved very well because things were very little. And then when they went back to another place, there the food was in plenty, and the remaining people also became very happy and excited. And they used to, then after eating food, they used to make a racket and enjoy themselves. So then the Buddha told this true story, that it is enough the nature of the foolish to be full of sorrow and depressed when things go wrong, and to be full of gladness and feel elated when things go well. So when things started going well, the other people who were following with the monks, they used to make a lot of kind of express their joy by singing, dancing after the meals. Yes, sir.
ना अट्टे हेतु
न अत्त हेतु
न अथेतु
अत्त मतलब मैं अपने लिए
न अथेतु न परसा
रस हेतु
परस हेतु न उत्तमिच्छे
उत्तम इच्छेन
उत्तमिच्छेन धनं न रठं न इच्छेया अधमेन समर्थितानो समृद्धिमत्तानो सा सिल्वासा सिल्वा अन्यवा नमिको सिया.
Very sort of, I should say, verse which has a great meaning these days for us especially. So he says, na artha hetu, na apne liye, artha means apne liye, hetu means apne liye, na paras, दूसरे पराये के लिए हेतु, na puttam इच्छे, na puttam means putra, पुत्र की इच्छा के लिए, धनम उसको धन चाहिए, न द्रष्टम न उसको किंगडम चाहिए, मतलब उसको राज्य चाहिए, न इच्छे अधम्येन समृद्धि अत्तानो, समृद्धि मतलब समृद्धि प्रॉस्पेरिटी, अत्तानो मतलब अपनी, अधम्येन जो धर्म से ना राइटियसली नहीं एक्वायर्ड, that which is not acquired righteously should not wish that, इच्छे मतलब इच्छा ना करे, ऐसा आदमी सशीलवा, ऐसा आदमी कहते हैं कि शीलवान है, वन्यवान का वाइज है, धम्मिको उसी को हम रिलीजियस कहेंगे, उसी को सचमुच में कहेंगे कि वो established in धम्म. So what is the meaning? So neither for his own sake nor for the sake of others, nor does he wish for the sons and daughters or for wealth or kingdom, nor does he wish for prosperity by unfair means. Such a one is indeed virtuous, wise and established. So you can see in these days we seem to do just the opposite.
इसमें जो उत्तम इच्छे लिखा है, ये लिटरली अगर देखें तो सिर्फ सन है, इसमें डॉटर नहीं है.
It means
किसी ने
yeah,
उसको
it is just
मॉडर्नाइज कर दिया है.
yeah,
It is आज के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में सन एंड डॉटर बोल रहे हैं.
उस समय
उत्तम
डॉटर को विश नहीं.
Putta is used as a general sense for child, one who is born from offspring. So this story is associated with about a monk, for a young householder. He wanted to become a bhikkhu, and wife said, when I will have a child, then you become a bhikkhu. When the child was born, she said, इसको बड़ा हो जाए तब भिक्षु बन जाना. One day he said, no, I'm going. And then when he that firm decision, when he went, he soon became arahant, and then after many years he came back to teach Dhamma to his son and wife. Son immediately learnt and he also became arahant, and wife said, अब तो सभी हो गए तो मैं उनका बेटा भी चला गया, हस्बैंड भी चला गया, अब रहा क्या. तो she also said, अब मैं भी भिक्षुणी बन जाती हूँ. So you can see the context and the teaching involved. I think the teaching is of great importance in our modern times, especially in our country. Because we all tend to think that we are all virtuous people. And so these 4 verses are of all great importance.
This says you don't wish for yourself, you don't wish for others, you don't wish for your sons and daughters, and you wish for whom?
No, by adhammen,
Oh, by
unfair means. अनफेयर मीन्स किसी के लिए भी, चाहे अपने लिए, अपने बच्चों के लिए, किसी और के लिए, अनफेयर मीन्स से ना उसके लिए समृद्धि इकट्ठा करेंगे, ना राष्ट्र मतलब पॉलिटिक्स होगी. समझ लो आजकल के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में किंगडम तो वही हुई वैसा. वो दैट अनफेयर मीन्स इज यूज्ड अलोंग विद. So we continue with our big discourse. Sammaditthi. So let's quickly recall what we have read till now. Sammaditthi Suttam. We saw the various definitions of Sammaditthi. First was wholesome and unwholesome, Kushala Hetu or Kushala Hetu. So the meaning was that one who understands what is wholesome, one who understands what is not wholesome, and understands the root of the one. Then he is said to have Sammaditthi. Next was one who understands what is the nutriment, what is the abandonment of nutriment, and what is the means of abandoning the nutriment. Then he is Sammaditthi. And 4 noble truths, which is the standard formulation. Then was aging and death. One who understands the aging and death, understand the origin of it, understand the cessation of it. Then we had birth. Now, and from there onwards was this simultaneously, but it's a samutpad was also all being taken upon. So birth is this for the aging and death, and for birth the aging is bhava, the becoming, and we should understand the becoming, understand the arising of becoming, cessation of becoming. Then we had said the clinging, because clinging is the upadana samudaya, bhava samudaya, so clinging we understand, and from clinging was craving, So these are the parts you don't know, the origin of clinging, origin of craving. We had done up to craving, I think, last time. No? Tanha, we had done various kinds of tanha. Chai me mo auso tanha kaya, 6 kinds of tanha associated with the 6 senses, and then I had mentioned about the other subdivisions which are multiplied, and then you get into large number of tanha.
So इसमें जो nutriment वाला section एक बार थोड़ा सा confusing है. What exactly is nutriment?
Nutriment meaning that which supports us, supports the life.
Okay.
Again and again.
Okay.
So there were 4 kinds of nutriments. No?
Okay.
One was the physical nutriment. Isn't it? Let's see.
Physical food, mental volition,
Hmm.
contact, and consciousness.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. No, let me read out. Kavlikaro, Katmai Chattaro, 4 kinds of nutrients. Kavlikaro Aharo is physical food. Olariko Vasukmo, there also can be gross or subtle. Hassodutya means contact. Mano Sanchetana Tatya means the mental volitions, and Vijnanam Chaturtham. Vijnana means consciousness. So these are the 4 things which is the nutriment for supporting of the human beings. Supporting of the body, supporting of the mentality and the physicality. They are supported by these 4 things. So if you know them thoroughly, understand them properly, how do they originate, then we can be said to have understood the nutriments. One is to understand nutriment, the origin of nutriment and the cessation of nutriment. So you understand how does the physical materiality arise, how do the consciousness arise, how does the contact arise, how does the manosanchetana, how does the volition arise. So they are the basis of continued existence again and again.
So जो हम ये पढ़ रहे हैं from being to clinging and craving. Again, we are saying that he
Same
understands
thing. Yeah.
Craving, he understands origin,
Yeah.
path leading to the cessation and
Indeed.
cessation. So, but the question was why for each of these things, from being clinging, we are trying to break it into these 4 things and try it.
No, it's not breaking. It's, sometimes saying 3, sometimes 6, depending on whatever the reality is.
Okay.
Whatever perspective he looks at it. The issue, as I had mentioned once earlier also, how many types of cravings are there, or how many types of feelings are there. It is a matter of perspective with which you look at it. You look at tanha from the perspective of the quality, you can say kama tanha, bhava tanha, vibhava tanha. Then you will say there are 3 kinds. But if you look at it from their source, they originate from eye contact, they originate from ear contact, so there are 6 types. So it's a matter of, at that moment, whatever perspective the teacher wants to present.
But the path leading to the cessation will be always
same thing. Path leading to cessation is
And
Eightfold Noble Path.
Eightfold
Every
Noble
time,
Path.
everywhere. So it's just reiterating that it will help in cessation of nutriment, cessation of feeling, cessation of craving, cessation of clinging. Everything will be taken care of by following it.
And so we are starting with wholesome and unwholesome, then nutriments. So it is a specific order which.
No, that's the way which Sariputta thought it fit at that time.
Okay.
At that particular moment, what thought arises to the speaker, it's a matter of.
Or is it that
It's not a, there's no rigid regulation. Other than the fact of cause-effect relations. वो cause-effect को तो बदल नहीं सकते ना. जो cause है वो और कुछ उसका effect है वो तो उसी order में आएगा. तो वेदना पच्चय तन्हा ही होगा. तन्हा पच्चय वेदना नहीं हो सकता. So therefore that is going on.
For dependent origination,
so उसी order में
sequence is
रहेगा.
set. But what I was thinking was that this wholesome and unwholesome probably is the first thing. Like you
Which
need
is-
to be first wholesome,
Yeah.
then you can follow
Because
other
that is the thing which immediately one can see. ना?
Yeah.
Action के sense में तो immediately देख सकते हैं ना कि ये wholesome action है या unwholesome
things.
action. So which is a gross thing which can be easily seen. So that's probably the reason that he thought it fit to start with it. And the bhikkhus went on asking, so he went on getting into alternative explanations. That's the way it seems. The wholesome and unwholesome nutriment, these are the things which we can see easily. Then they become more
They
subtle.
probably are more basic,
They are gross.
more
Yes.
grosser than
Then we get into subtle things, noble truths and aging and death. So we have this 97th in Pali.
Vedana.
Feeling we have to read.
Ah.
97 in the Pali one. Called section 97. So it starts in the same manner which we can read. Sadhu avasoti kope apucham siya. So they again asked him, is there any other way of understanding? Then what does he say? Siya avuso, there might be friends. Yatoko avuso arya savako vedanancha pajanati vedana samudayancha pajanati vedana nirodhancha pajanati vedana nirodhagaminim patipada pajanati etatvat apiko avuso arya savako sammaditthi hoti ujugadasya ditti dhamme avecha pasadena samannagato agato imam saddhamma. So he says, yes, when a friends, when a Arya Savako, when a noble disciple, Vedanancha Pajana. Vedana, he knows what is the, understands what is the feeling. Vedanan Samudayancha Pajanati, he understands the origination of feeling. Vedana Nirodhancha Pajanati, the cessation of feeling. Vedana Nirodhagamini Patipada Pajanati. That is, he knows the path which leads to cessation. Then, when he said to her, got it right. Then you can read further.
Katma panavaso vedana, katmo vedana samudayo, katmo vedana nirodho, katma vedana nirodhagamini patipada.
So he's questioning, what is it? Asking, what is friends? What is the Vedana? What is Vedana Samudayo, the origination? Vedana Nirodho, the cessation. Vedana Nirodhagamini Patipada, the path leading to cessation.
Chaime avaso in 6.
No, he's talking 6 Vedas. Because he's previously talked of 6 Tanha, so he's relating them to that.
Vedana kaya. 6 types of Vedana. Chakku sampassaja Vedana.
What does it mean?
Sampassaja.
Chakku sampassaja. Aja means born, sampassaja means contact, chakku means eye. So the sensation, the feeling, it's feeling, not physical sensations. Physical feeling, physical sensation is subsequent consequence of it. So it is feeling born out of eye. When you see something, ये अच्छा लग रहा है, ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, ये बुरा है. So that is the first kind of the feeling.
Sota sampassaja Vedana.
Sota means ear,
Sunna.
hearing.
Ghana
Ghana
sampassaja.
sampassaja. Ghana means smell.
Jivva sampassaja Vedana.
Jiva means tongue.
Kaya sampassaja Vedana.
Body.
Mano sampassaja Vedana.
Thoughts.
Passa samudayo Vedana samudayo. Passa nirodha Vedana nirodha.
This is the element from Paticca
Contact.
Contact gives rise to feeling.
Ayameva aryo attangiko maggo Vedana nirodhagamini patipada.
Seyatha idam, seyatha idam.
This is
Just to say.
Sammaditthi hoti. Samma samadhi.
So it's the same thing. Eightfold path. He's just listing that path.
Yato ko avaso arya savako evam vedanam pajanati evam vedana samadayam pajanati evam vedana nirodham pajanati evam vedana nirodhagaminim patipadam pajanati so sabbaso raga nusayan
Raga anusayan pahaya te. Raga anusayan pahaya means giving up. the latent Anushaya Kalesh, Anushaya Raga, the latent tendency of Raga. Then similarly of aversion, similarly of delusion. Dukkasya antakaro hote. He finish, ant kar dete hain dukkha. So what does he say? So this is the sort of summary of this section, that when a noble disciple has understood feeling, origin of feeling, cessation of feeling, and the way leading cessation of feeling, here and now he can make an end of suffering. In that way also a noble disciple has right view. So this is also a perspective of right view. Sammaditthi can be seen to be in this direction. In this manner also you can see Sammaditthi. So here again you can see the feelings have again been mentioned only 6 kinds. So these are the, as I had mentioned, the roots of Abhidhamma origination. But we also know Buddha talks of feelings in Satipatthana, Sukham Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, Asukha Vedana. So that also is there. So each of these feelings can be of 3 kinds. When you see an eye object, it may be Sukha, it may be pleasant, it may be unpleasant, it may be neutral. So then you can get so many multiplications you can get in them in various kinds. So that's how these whole kind of matrix of feelings arose. Next.
यतो खो आबुसो अर्य सावको फसंच पजानाति फसा समुदायंच पजानाति फसा निरोधंच पजानाति फसा निरोधगामिं पटिपदांच पजानाति एतावतापि खो आबुसो अर्य सावको सम्मादिट्ठि होती उज्जुगतास दिट्ठि धम्मे अवेचा प्रसादेना समन्नागतो आगतो इमन सधामन.
So, and then he says, they ask the question, he says, yes, there is another, there might be. And what does he say? When a Arya Savako, when a noble disciple, Phasancha Pajanati, understands phasa, contact. How does the contact arise? Phasa Samudayancha Pajanati, understand the origination. Phasa Nirodha, understand the cessation. Phasa Nirodha Gamani Patipada, understand the path leading to cessation. In that way also, Sammaditthi, Arya Savako Sammaditthi. A noble disciple has right view. And then there are further synonyms of right view, which is straight view when it gets established in Dhamma. Katmopannavuso Phasu, and what is Phasa? Katmo Phasa Samudaya, 3 questions, and then we can give the answer. Chai
में आबुसो फसकाया.
So there are 6. Chai means Hindi में
आबुसो फसकाया.
6 kinds of
contact. Chakhu samphaso.
Chakhu means eye, contact of the eye.
Sota samphaso, contact of the ear. Ghana samphaso, nose or smell. Jiva samphaso, tongue. Kaya samphaso,
body,
touch, skin. Mano samphaso, mind.
Thinking. So these are the 6 kinds of contact. You can see they have their background in the 6 feelings, 6 tanhas, they are relating to that. Then he gives the element of the matrix.
Salayatan samudaya. Fasamudayo. Fasamudayo. Salayatana nirodha. Fasa nirodho.
So this is the element of paticca samutpada. What is the origination? Because you have to understand the origination. So origination of samudaya of phasa is salayatan. So it is the 6th sense space, which is the origination of contact. So,
Ayameva
Ariyo Vathangiko Maggo. Phasa nirodha gamini patipada. So the path leading to the cessation of contact is the same way, very same, 6-fold, 8-fold noble path.
हमारे पुराने इंडियन ट्रेडिशंस में हमेशा 5 एलिमेंट्स की बात होती है, यहाँ हमेशा 6 की बात होती है.
Elements नहीं, they are sense spaces.
Right, 5 senses की बात होती है हमारे यहाँ.
Because mind is seen as another thing. Mind is seen, is not seen as a sense.
But हमारा ट्रेडिशन भी काफी रिच था. People will know that mind is one of the
Yeah,
senses.
they didn't call it a sense. It's just a matter of nomenclature.
Okay.
As a meaning, they didn't understand. In fact, they had another kind of interpretation. Mind separate, then intellect separate. So they distinguished between man and buddhi. So they had a different way of classification of that in the traditional Indian.
सर वो मनोबुद्धि में
वैदिक
क्या
में।
डिफरेंस होता है ये कई बार हम उस पर टच कर चुके हैं तुम कहते हैं ना जिस पार्ट कौन सा
वो शरीर मन बुद्धि आत्मा वाला डिवीजन कर रहे हैं.
That is a different. One is the thing in the thinking parcel. Then there is it is seen to have various abilities: thinking ability, feeling ability, and the analyzing ability. So you can say thinker, feeler, analyzer. This way, different people have done a different kind of analysis of the various mental functions. It is Buddha who analyzed them into various such a huge, enormously large kind of subdivisions. Broke it down into elements, so to say, or virtually into the elements. So there basically was in the Vedic tradition, this kind of connotation has been there. So there is a Atma, which is the source from where these man, buddhi, ahankar arise.
मन बुद्धि है
Ahankar, the feeling of I.
So there are other words also. There is word like chitta. So Patanjali Yoga Sutra is chitta nirodha.
There chitta is meaning chitta vritti
Chitta vritti
nirodha.
nirodha.
We don't talk of chitta, it is chitta vritti nirodha. So when Buddha talks of chitta nirodha, so those fine distinctions. In the Vedic tradition, the feeling is the mano, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, aham. That is the Adi Shankaracharya, very famous so, poem, very
Actually, there
moving.
is no, there is, other than the last line, Buddha's
Yeah.
Buddha and
Almost
it's
same.
almost same. I saw that the last line when he says Shivoham, that is different from.
Yeah, but Shivo actually means
yeah,
good
pure
welfare.
consciousness.
If it be interpreted that.
Like that. But otherwise, all three lines are.
But there the implication is manobuddha ahankara chitta naham. So that is I am neither the man nor the buddhi nor chitta nor the ahankara. This is the kind of distinction which Adi Shankara makes.
so he says that I'm not
This
neither
is
this
this,
neither
yes,
this
yes.
I am not this, I am not this, I am not Jati, I am not Veda, I am not knowledge, I am not
It's
this.
very beautiful.
अनंतलक्षण सूत्र टाइप हो गया I'm not all these five khandhas.
What I am, but then the conclusion is Shivoham. I am the manifestation of the pure consciousness. If you want to interpret it like that, you can say I am the manifestation of the pure consciousness. If you interpret non-duality, that is the way they interpret. And if you see Thai version, it is almost like that. I mean, this is the Vedantic perspective, Advaita Vedantic perspective. They also don't deny pure consciousness because of the one or two discourses where Buddha talks of Aniddassana Vijnana. So they try to bring it almost on the same level. Other than denial of the existence of a God as a creator, that of course is not accepted in any Buddhist tradition. So then this is the contact. You remember we had studied about contact, because normally we tend to think contact in terms of a physical contact. It's not just that, it is the association. Contact here means association of, we had read it in Chachaka Sutta, Tinnam Sangati Phassa, three things.
Yeah.
I, object, I
Like
consciousness, all these three things coordinated, Phassa. So Phassa is also actually in Abhidhamma, it is a mental factor. It is not a physical, it is not as if these two are contacting, so that is called contact. No? It is a mental factor which arises, which coordinates the contact, which brings about the interaction. So this is quite counterintuitive.
This is
Quite
difficult to understand.
counterintuitive.
That first is a mental factor.
Yeah, it is one of the mental factors, 7 which are universal, which are always present. So whenever the consciousness arises, 7 Chetasikas arises. Chitta arises, 7 are always there. Then there are other mental factors which arise depending on the shade of the nature of the consciousness. So these 7 mental factors, first is one of them, which is they are always present. These mental factors. you must see it in that sense as a mental factor which arises because of when the three things are present. When these three things are present. I is present, object is present, the consciousness arises, because for consciousness to arise there are conditions. I is there, object is there, no light, you can't see. So those conditions are there. So first is there, then only you can see. So they are all arising, Sahajata Pachayo, they arise together. Sahajata means born together. So there 7 factors are born along with the consciousness. So that's how Abhidhamma
तो
explains.
जलेबी खा रहे हो जब, तो वो चाहे फिजिकल कांटेक्ट यहाँ हो रहा हो, बट उस टेस्ट का जो वो है वो यही है, मेंटल फैक्टर.
But isn't that the feeling arising after of the food, taste of the food? But I think this is the first one.
The sense of taste is also in mind. See, जवान पे जब आपके लगता है, इवेंचुअली क्या हो रहा है, वो जवान आपको कुछ टेस्ट थोड़ा ना करवा सकती है, वो तो खाली एक सेंसेशन भेज सकती है आपके माइंड में, ब्रेन में, जो आपको कह रहा है कि टेस्ट है, मीठा है. अगर वो डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाए तो ये कितना भी टेस्ट करवाते हो क्या होगा.
Person in anesthesia, कितनी जलेबी खिला कुछ नहीं पता चलने वाला उसको. Let's go to the next.
साधा उसोति को
We can read from there. Yatoko.
यतोको आवसो अर्य सावको कस्संच पजानाति कस्य समुदयंच पजानाति कस्य निरोधंच पजानाति कस्य निरोधगामिनीं पटिपदंच पजानाति एता
So you read. First is done.
First is 99 कर रहे हैं. सलायतन कर रहे हैं.
सरायतन यतोको आवसो अर्य
Sir,
सावको
it's related a question है. Is it been implied to choose right contact for noble path or to avoid contact? Is it so? After reading this section on the contact, is it being implied to choose right contact for noble path, or alternatively to avoid contact?
No, not either of them. It is to understand. The issue is to understand how contact happens. And the contact is happening. What is the origination of contact? The origination is 6 sense bases. So if 6 sense bases are there, there will always be contact. You can't do anything about it. As long as eye is there and the conditions or objects are there, there will always be contact and light is there. Unless you completely kind of isolate ourselves, keep ourselves in a black box. But even in a black box, the body will be there. Body will be there and skin
Smell
will be
will be there.
Skin, no, even if you say the smell is also excluded, body will always be there. There will always be contact of the atoms within the body with the skin. So that contact cannot be denied, but it has to be understood that 6 sense bases are the cause, and then you have to understand what is the way of cessation of 6 sense bases. Cessation of 6 sense bases eventually is we should be able to see the cessation of the whole process of being and becoming. So eventually it comes down to the same thing, that you have to follow the Eightfold Noble Path so that you can actually cross over the cycle of birth.
And another question is that if Phasa is purely a mental factor, how the anesthesia, a physical entity, is able to cause no feeling?
No, it breaks the contact, it breaks the operation of that At that
Stops the
moment, yeah.
it stops the consciousness.
consciousness from, because the Phasa is a mental factor and under the anesthesia that is not arising. Because there are conditions for arising of this. Even if the object is there and the, for example, eye is there and the object is there, if the light is not there, volition is not there, then you will not see it, then you will not see the object. Even if the light is there, your volition is not there, you will not see the object. Or it happens, of course, certainly in the case of sound. You are reading, आवाज आ रही है, कोई बुलाया जा रहा है, हम पढ़े जा रहे हैं, हमें सुनाएंगे. Why? Because the volition is not there to listen to it. Volition is to see. So we can see that that's in fact one of the methods
But
used
sir,
to
in
indicate.
case of anesthesia, so we are saying that there are 3 factors: internal, external, and the consciousness required to make a contact. So in case of anesthesia, which is cut?
The brain functioning is cut.
Brain
The
functioning.
organ, the instrument which is used to operate is cut. The instrument through which the consciousness is operating, that instrument is getting affected by this particular chemical. Just as by taking alcohol also something happens with the consciousness.
Yes.
It gets into a delirium because it has created the mind-body contact is so strong that if anything happens to the body, it will also reflect on the mind. Just as what happens in the mind reflects on the body. So if the body is very strongly violated, obviously the mind will not be able to function through that body under that force. Just as somebody was to chop off my neck, matter will end. Consciousness will not be able to operate through the body.
So what we are saying is that anesthesia is affecting the physical body, which then is affecting the mind.
Which is the object needed for manifestation of that personalized consciousness, which is manifesting through the human body, through that particular point. So the Vijnana, my Vijnana, so to say, my Vijnana, that is my consciousness, which is operating through this instrument, that has to be in good shape, that has to have connection. So if that body is getting into a shape that it cannot operate, then the manifestations of all the, not only Vijnana, but all other 7 universal factors, none of them will be operate. If consciousness does not operate, nothing will operate.
Few people took this to an extreme in the 60s when they thought that chemically they can produce these states of consciousness, which you're not supposed to do.
Yeah,
But that is the extreme of this anesthesia.
Yeah.
You are stopping here, there you are inducing.
So at least one of those people who initiated it became a monk, became a very great teacher in America. Ramdas is known as Ramdas.
Oh, he started that.
He was a professor in Harvard, professor of psychology. He and another professor, they started working on the altered state of consciousness. They said we used to. So they used to teach about it. They said, why not experiment? So they hit upon certain mushrooms which they ate. So then there is a lab which they made, in which the experiments were done. And those experiments proved them to be that they could get those altered states of consciousness which they had read in psychology as they had read in Indian psychology, but then they realized the consequence of it. So they created a whole culture of LSD started from there, and then Howard fired them both with these professors. And this one Richard Alpert, he said, okay, I think there's something wrong, but these Indian people say there is something which is sustaining and does not create the after effects. And then the after effects of taking those drugs are very, very, very bad. So then he came to India, and then he met at Neem Karoli Baba. He came in influence with him, and then he gave him the name Ramdas, and then he started this whole movement of Oriental philosophy. He's the person. He wrote that first book, Be Here and Now, which was basically on being present in the now. He's still alive, and he has had a stroke recently. It's not a few years back. There's a film available on YouTube, Fierce Grace. You look at it, it's a marvelous film of his life. It explains how he evolved from it, and shows their laboratory in Harvard where they did those experiments, and students used to come in large number, and then they were fired from there. And his partner with whom he does, and he blames his partner for that. It's a very interesting
It was a
film.
huge movement. People wrote songs about it. There are songs which will say Alice ate something and became big and became small and all this. You'll find psychedelic rock is a phenomenon which has all started from
His home, and there's that film you must see, Fierce Grace. Beautiful film. I saw the whole of it. His family, how his family responded to it. His father was a big shot. So, kahan phas gaya? And when he went from here, he went as American. When he came back from India with the big daddies, he went, what is this Baba people are calling you? So there's an interview with his father also. Firstly, he was quite annoyed, later amused. Then in their big house, they used to have these satsangs, and he would say Hare Krishna and Hare. So that whole thing is shown there very well. this altered states of consciousness phenomena.
The comment here is that his recent book is Be Love Now.
Yes. Before he wrote, the first was Be Here and Now, then after the stroke he wrote Still Here. And then he's written that is Still Here is also interesting. I mean, he was a very transparent person. So how he says, I realize that whole of my life I have been saying Be Here and Now I have a stroke and I'm having such a great difficulty in handling it. But then slowly he recovered. You can see him driving around in spite of paralysis and all that.
सर ये जो अभी हम कॉन्शियसनेस माइंड ऑपरेटिंग थ्रू द बॉडी पे हम वी यूज दिस एग्जांपल ऑफ द सॉफ्टवेयर एंड हार्डवेयर दैट द सॉफ्टवेयर ऑपरेट्स थ्रू द हार्डवेयर either if the software is wrong obviously the results will be wrong but if there's fault in the hardware there could be
That's a इतना लिमिट तक तो ठीक है. Analogy is good. उसको ज़्यादा आगे खींचेंगे तो मुश्किल है because then software is being programmed by somebody else.
हाँ सर वो सोर्स ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर अगर हम नहीं देखें
उसमें दिक्कत हो जाएगी. Here it is a software which you have to ability to program.
यतो को आवसो अर्यसावको सरायतनं च पजानाति सरायतन समुदयं च पजानाति सरायतन निरोधं च पजानाति सरायतन निरोधगामिनीं पटिपदं च पजानाति एतावता पिको आवसो अर्यसावको सम्मादिष्ठि होति उजुगतास्स दिष्ठि धम्मे अवेच्च प्रसादेन समन्नागतो आगतो इमं सद्धम्मम् कतमं पनावसो सरायतनं कतमो सरायतन समुदयो कतमो सरायतन निरोधो कतमा सरायतन निरोधगामिनीं पटिपदा. सर पहले वाला तो यही है कि सरायतन क्या है, वो कैसे अराइज होता है, कैसे उसका निरोध होता है और व्हाट इज द पाथ लीडिंग टू द सेसेशन ऑफ सरायतन. सो छाईमानी आवुसो आयतनानी 6 आयतन हैं. फ्रेंड्स there are 6 sense bases. चक्षायतनम eye base.
चक्षु प्लस आयतनम becomes चक्षायतनम.
सोतायतनम which is ear base. घानायतनम which is nose base. जिह्वायतनम tongue base and कायायतनम skin base or body base. मनायतनम which is mind base. नाम रूपा समुदया सरायतन समुदयो नाम रूपा निरोधा सरायतन निरोधो. This is again Pratitya Samutpad. Naam Roop results in Sarayatan and Naam Roop cessation will result in the cessation of Sarayatan. Ayameva Ariyo Athungiko Maggo Sarayatana Nirodhagaminam Patipada Seyathidam Sammaditthi Pe Samma Samadhi.
So this is how from the sixfold sense basis. Then the explanation is given, but understanding sixfold sense basis is Naam Roop. So Naam Roop means mentality and materiality, which is the arising from there. So the next one, naturally in the answer itself is encrypted the next question and the next answer. So you can read that. यतोको 100
में
यतोको आवसु ये सावको यतोको आवसु
यतोको आवसु हरिया सावको नाम रूपंच प्रजनति नाम रूपा समुदयंच प्रजनति नाम रूप निरोधं च प्रजनति नाम रूप निरोध गामिनीं परिपदं च प्रजनति एतावत्तपि को अवसु हरिया सावुको सम्मादित्ति होती उजुगतासा दित्ति धम्मे अवेच पसेदना
So, friends, when a noble disciple understands Namarupa, materiality, mentality, understands the origin of it, understands the cessation of it, understands path leading to cessation. And what is this Namarupa? That's interesting. You must understand that. Because we normally we tend to get slightly confused in that. See what is the Katam Panavso Namarupam? So then what is the reply?
Katmam Panavuso Namarupam Katamu Namarupa Pasamudyo Katamo Namarupa Nirodho Katma Namarupa Nirodha Gamini Patipada Vedana Sanya Chetana Hasso Manasikaro Idam
Vuch Avuso Nama.
Vuch Avuso Namam.
So what is Nama?
Which fine.
Vuch means spoken. These are called Nama. What is called Nama? Vedana, Sanya, then others also. Chetana, Hassa, Manasikara. Manasikara means attention. Hassa means contact. So this is what is called Nama. And what is the Rupa? Rupa is the physicality. Physicality is Chattari che Mahabhutani.
Chattari che Mahabhutani Chatunancha
Mahabhutanam Upadaya Rupam. So these four great Mahabhutani, four great elements, earth, air, water, fire. Chatuncha Mahabhutam Upadaya Rupam, and the four derived qualities of those great elements: form, color, sound, smell, taste. So these are, so this is the constitution of the Rupa, physicality. So there is physicality in Abhidhamma is broken down into further constituents: four great elements, then the derived properties, and others. So there is a much greater kind of subdivisions of it. Physical sense organ, eye sense organ, things. Then the various elements are there. So you have a Abhidhamma description of large number of subdivisions. I think 28 subdivisions of Rupa, of physicality. So you have to see it's not just the 5 aggregates only. There are other things also which are included in the Nama.
Iti Dincha
Idancha Namam, Idancha Rupam. So this is what is called Nama and Rupa. He explained. Idam Vuchyatavasu Namarupa. So this is what is called as Namarupa. And then he gives the element of Paticca Samutpad. What is the element? Vijnana Samudayo Namarupa Samudaya. Vijnana Nirodho Namarupa Nirodho. So this is the element from Paticca Samutpad. That with the origination of consciousness arises mentality, material. Consciousness is the root. That is the first forerunner. You remember in the very first Dhampada was Manopabangama Dhamma. The consciousness is the forerunner of everything else. So that's what is explained here. Vijnana Samudayo, Namarupa Samudayo. So when the consciousness arises, everything else arises. All other kind of, so it is seen as a king, consciousness is the king. So sare chote chote minister, sab saath saath. So that is the way explanation is usually given. So Vijnana Nirodha, Namarupa. So this is the, and Ariyo Athandiko Maggo, Namarupa Nirodha Gamani Paticca. So this is the another way of understanding that. What is it? Yatakho Avso Arya Savakho Evam Namarupam Pajanati, Evam Namarup Samadayam Pajanati, Evam Namarup Nirodham Pajanati, Evam Namarup Nirodha Gaminim Patipada Pajanati. So Sabbasya Raga Anusayam Bahaya Etatvapiko Avso Arya Savakho Sammaditi. This is how also a noble disciple will have right understanding. What is it? When he understands Namarupa, mentality, materiality, understands, comprehends in the deep sense, and understands the origin of it, understands the cessation of it, and the path leading to the cessation. So this is next element of the Parijya Samutpa. Stop here.
So ये नाम में वेदना, संज्ञा, चेतना, सर ये how is this चेतना in context?
What does Chetna mean? Volition. So it is in that sense. Now in the five aggregates we have that, there is the name is Yul Sankhara.
Right, right. चेतना है संखारा. वेदना, संज्ञा, चेतना, तत्व, वंचिता.
Volition, चेतना means volition. चेतना क्या आपको अच्छी चेतना है कि बुरी चेतना? इसे हिंदी में यूज दैट.
ऐसे संखारा पे इससे अगला भी है विज्ञान संखारा पर.
Yeah, these are
संखारा का मतलब.
yeah, that is the from the perspective of formations, consciousness. Consciousness arises from sankhara. So it's not a linear relationship. It's a loop inside loops. So these are the factors which arise. Chetana is here in terms of that volition, particular volition. So what is the translation? We देख लेते हैं. जो translation is feeling, perception, volition, contact and attention. Normally, contact and attention are not a part of the five aggregates,
Right.
but they are a part of the noun. So that distinction is mentioned. Okay, so we'll stop here. Prepare some tea for song.
Next,
Sir, please.
next.
इसमें
I have made arrangements. Actually, my wife had to undergo surgery for this cataract. So she's fine otherwise, but she's not supposed to go to.
Yes,
कुछ
yes.
टाइम
Yes. कहाँ से कब लगता है?
इन मूलचंद के पीछे एक हॉस्पिटल है छोटा सा, आई हॉस्पिटल. वहाँ वो डॉक्टर बहुत सीनियर डॉक्टर है.
तो इसमें
30 साल
क्वेश्चन
से कर रहा है.
क्वेश्चन है कि इज सन्या meant as memory or the one that uses memory?
Sanya is meant as perception, which memory is a part of which facilitates perception. Sanya, memory is the part which facilitates, because on the basis of memory we evaluate. But
Yes.
Sanya means perception, how we perceive things. So normally our Sanya is what is the biggest culprit in our circuit of phase of suffering. Because we perceive things wrongly. Things which are impermanent, we tend to think of them as permanent. Things which are not of pleasant, we tend to think of them as pleasant. Things which are, it's like we'll get carried away by the sugar coating on the outside. Internally क्या है वो पता नहीं चल पाता, because perception तो बाहर से दिखता है. So that's why we try to transform the perception from the wrong perception of Nitya to Anicca. So Anicca Sangya. So we must develop that perception of impermanence, that things are impermanent. So that becomes a better perception. We are looking at things rather than looking at it, this is pleasant, this is unpleasant, this is pleasing, this is not pleasing. So that's how we transform this.
ये डिस्कशन हम कई बार कर भी चुके हैं कि नॉर्मली अगर हम इस तरह की परसेप्शन को ना देखें, डे टू डे परसेप्शंस को अगर हम देखें, दे आर मोस्टली ड्रिवन एंड रिड्यूस्ड बाय मेमोरी. बिकॉज अगर हम मेमोरी लॉस हो जाए किसी का, तो ही वुड लूज ऑल दोस परसेप्शंस अबाउट दोस पीपल दैट ही हैज इंटरैक्टेड विद. सो इट इज so the perception है, when the child is born, he doesn't have any perceptions. So he builds the perceptions, or he carries
something from the past, because he's not born as a clean slate, and then there is the genetic code of human beings which carries the pleasure pain principle encoded with the child. Pleasure pain principle तो बहुत strong है ना बच्चे में.
उससे क्या
That arises from feeling basically. Perception उस sense में नहीं है उतना. उस sense में तो perception नहीं है. But we create that perception. बच्चे माता पिता करते हैं ना, ये अच्छा है, ये लड़का होता है, तुम लड़के हो, तुम लड़की हो, तो एक परसेप्शन क्रिएट कर दिया. ऐसे कपड़े पहनोगे तो अच्छा है, ये नहीं पहनोगे तो ये बुरा है, ये खाना अच्छा है, ये खाना नहीं चाहिए, वो खाना चाहिए कि नहीं. So the conditioning is there. So perception is a kind of a conditioning. It's based governed by the conditioning. So this particular kind of dress is favored in one society, another kind of dress is favored in another society. So children develop that perception. We ourselves again develop that perception कि ऐसा होना चाहिए, लड़कियों को ऐसे बिहेव करना चाहिए, लड़कों को ऐसा बिहेव करना चाहिए. Now the threat or challenging our perception, so हम लोगों को परेशानी हो रही है. All men are having difficulty. ये क्या हो रहा है? वो कहते हैं हम जो पर्दे पहने आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम आपकी आंखों में. That's another way of looking at things. So that's why there is so much of turmoil. You can see men reacting all kind of. So कहीं ना कहीं वो बेचारे अनजाने में कहीं जाते हैं कुछ ना कुछ.
सब बाबा लोग यही फंस गए बेचारे.
सब लोग मुसीबत में फंस गए. ना कहें तो मुश्किल, कहें तो मुश्किल.
बेचारा बिल्कुल नहीं कहना
So the
चाहिए.
perception is getting upset, ना? और perceptions are getting challenged actually. Not getting upset, they are getting challenged. जो आप देखते हो ऐसा. So this event of last December in Delhi challenged the perception very strongly. That's how the perceptions get transformed. See, if you go abroad and see the way they dress, वहाँ तो कोई problem नहीं है ना. यही problem है ना. So there is difference of perception.
क्वेश्चन स्पीकर ही ऑन करते हैं.
एक्चुअली
इनको आने लगती है.
नहीं, किसी को समझ में नहीं आता है कि वो स्पीकर
तो
इसके.
अगली बार ना हम इस पर नोट डाल के रखेंगे टू स्पीक.
और कुछ है क्वेश्चन?
सर मैंने जस्ट अभी पूछा है कि एनी क्वेश्चंस
और
अगर कोई होगा तो
इंटर कॉल कर देंगे तो ऑडियो तो वैसे fix होगा. वैसे भी काम कर ही जाता है, एक बार सेट हो जाए तो.
आप पहले इसको ऑन करिए फिर उसको ऑन करिए. बिकॉज इफ दैट इज ऑलरेडी ऑन देन इट स्टार्ट्स कैचिंग. और एक्चुअली यहाँ पे वो भी है ना, और लोगों के भी हॉटस्पॉट्स कईयों के एक्टिव रहते हैं. वैसे इतनी सुबह तो कोई शायद ही चलाता हो, बट वो वाईफाई तो कई बार लोग बंद नहीं करते ना, चलना रहता है. देखना वाईफाई जब मैं ऑपरेट करता था तो सारे पूरी ब्लॉक के वाईफाई आ जाते थे.
सर रहने दीजिए सर.
मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा उनको.